Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to From the Depths, where we are building our little warship. And things are going, well, I'd say according to plan, but... The turret has been proven. The turrets, I should say, multiple of course, proven a bit more work than I anticipated. But overall, things are slowly progressing. I think we're ready to start building on the turret caps themselves. And one of the things I want to do... 127, right? 127, yeah. Advanced cannons, cooling units. Screw it, gauge increasers. Cooling splitters. No, no, no! Okay. And barrels. Just guessing 3 meter? Yep. Guessed correctly. Okay. Now, in terms of actual firepower, cooling limit. Oh, cooling limit is really low now. I'd rather not do that, but I rather do have 94 rounds a minute. Is there any way we can increase? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Okay, 4 blocks, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with this one. $94. 1, 2. Two. 94 rounds a minute again. Check. Perfect. And keeping the aft section a bit smaller here is actually very useful. However, those two... Okay, yeah, let's start off over here. Turret. Okay, typical Japanese turrets. I hate those, believe it or not. Although, could be worse, I suppose. She feels fairly big, but honestly they are fairly big, so that is okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can work with this. Do I want to add detection on the turrets? I think I do. I think my turrets... I do want the turrets to have the capability, at least, to identify targets separately from each other. And a 1. And a 2. At least with a camera system. I'm gonna move the camera up a bit though. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I can live with this. Let's cut you off. A prefab. Going the wrong way. And die. Yeah. Prefab. You are 127mm guns now. You're doing 99 rounds a minute. These gauge increasers are not required. Right? No, you're 120mm. Okay, so they are required on this one. Pardon me, 99.4 rounds. How the hell? Hold on. Where can I find that again? 81 components on the turret. 80 you have one component more than other turrets right now. Yeah, that's the middle section of the extra cooling units. Yeah, screw it, we're gonna leave it in. Guess we have one gun crew that is a bit more efficient than the others. I mean, that's fine. One gun crew has more training. Yeah, sure. I think that is a viable excuse. Okay. Firing tests. Ooh, as well. Those 2 blocks at least. Let's see what that does. Down shell. Main turrets destroyed. Yeah. That's the problem of not having any armor on your turrets. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Also, yikes. This is also what happens if you don't have any. We're thinking. Oh yeah, we're really sinking. Look at that. Yeah. Destroy enemy vehicle, please. It's a nasty hit. Right. And sinking problem solved. No, not really. This is metal. Don't want that. Pardon me. Alloy, please. Just want to make it a bit lighter. and still have essentially the job done here, like... Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not great, but at least we're no longer immediately dying due to a single hit. Get the engine section a bit higher up in the out of the water. Thank you. All right. Extra armor plates in the front of the ship. And then we have a V2 of our vessel. Okay, let's start off with the fun stuff, shall we? Sub-objects. Okay. Missiles. Okay. Maybe not. Let's install them over here instead. With you. Friend of foe add-on and a staggered fire add-on. Check. Medium missiles. Am I gonna do this? The thing though, otherwise I have to do it on top of here. Yeah, I'm going with the rail launchers. I'm gonna do it like that, with an alloy underneath to protect the launcher itself. Yeah. Yeah. And torpedo sonar, torpedo propeller. Instead of an APN guidance, I would like a ballast tank that is gonna get me to 2 meters depth. Thrust before locking, 33%. The only thing I cannot use now. No. Okay, it's odd that it shows me pins here saying like, oh, you can connect it here. No, you can't. Okay. Okay. Blocks. Applique. What, I like myself the applique panels, people. Can't help it. Applique panels are fun. Hey, copy to all matching launch pads, please. Okay, that is a big ass torpedo launcher. Shoulder. There. Looking for those. You, of course, are real ones. There we go. I'm gonna remove you. I'll replace you with you. And delete all. And delete all. Okay. AI local weapon controller. $2,000 meters. If I go to missiles, no dots, not connected to a missile controller this way. Nope. Don't you fucking dare. Alright, there's no way I can get that to work, is there? Don't think so. I can do that, but that won't work. No. Now you have to go here. That is obvious. Staggered fire, friend or foe, is far more important. So let's leave the staggered fire out then. Also, I believe, yeah, my torpedoes just got resetted due to that. Me bad. Propeller. Sonar, fin, fuel tank, a ballast tank, 2 meters. And we're gonna use a lot of explosives. Please try again. Very thick launcher this way, but she used to have. She needs 4 torpedoes, and it's a bit hard to do it otherwise. I believe that was a torpedo hit. Torpedo reload time is pretty long, actually, on that launcher. Okay. AI, local weapon controller. You will as well. 1,500 meters, please, on you. Please, where are you? 1,500 meters? 2K. 2K is fine. Same idea, really? I could go for the same kind. No, I'm going with a different kind of torpedo launcher here. It will be a quadruple launcher, but I will use a slightly different setup. Got something there. Now you will be torpedo. Torpedo. Copy to all. They need to be one block longer. Torpedo sonar. We need a ballast tank. 2 meters. Now I need to copy this to all the launchers. Talking about launchers, we can actually launch with these. There we go. That is a nice salvo. I do need a bit more ammo, though. Like, seriously need more ammo. Is this the middle? This is the middle. Resources. One block longer. Do I want that? I like this launcher better so far. It's a bit more compact. Same idea with the side mountings though. There we go. Plain simple. And a bit more elegant than this one. Goodbye. Does it really matter where I connect it up? Not really. That'll do. Alright, new tests. There, look at that. A salvo of 8 torpedoes. Decent on the reload. Approve. Ceasefire. Wow, 150k. pretty much by the torpedoes. Our torpedo salvo. That was another 100k. Whee! Oof. That must have... You're not dead yet? No. Not by a long shot, actually. Okay, so the torpedoes are nice. They're not packing up... Oh, of course, with 3 explosive components, they're not packing a lot of punch. Still, 5k damage per torpedo. Nothing to scoff at. The forward turret is no longer rotating properly. Oh, I miscalculated this section. My bad. Let's quickly remove it. Okay. Was already wondering, why do I only hear 2 guns shooting, but that explains. Oh, you're connected over there. Okay, fair. Delete all, delete all. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Decorative blocks. I want a railing over here. Like so. Talking about a railing. Oh, come on. Four. And yes, these are real railings. Okay. Better. That looks better. Let's do the same here. Okay. So just need some detection turrets and clean up my masts, and then I'm pretty much done with this ship. So, let's quickly skip forward and do so, shall we? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are somewhat finished. Somewhat finished with the design that I wanted to have. So, we have 3 guns, 2 torpedo launchers, we have a rangefinder on top of the bridge, some crates lying around on the deck, some anti-aircraft guns. Ooh, I still need to fix that. Really hate that that does not always, well, as in never, works with mirror mode. Oopsie daisy. Well, there are worse things in the world. There. Okay. So, we have our torpedoes locked and loaded. Aren't they pretty? No, not really. But I didn't feel like doing anything fancy with them. So they're just essentially tubes with propellers and some fins, just to make it a bit different from the usual vanilla torpedoes. We have another wireless receiver there. We have a long-range rangefinder, a laser rangefinder, pardon me. Our efficiency of the mainframe, as you can see, is 99.47644%. That's within parameters, I'd say. Because we're already too expensive, in my opinion. We're over the 100k mark, and I don't like that. I would prefer this destroyer to be a bit cheaper, but hey, it is what it is. Now, let's slow you down for a second. Thank you. Just to compare the Adagio, let's compare you with a German V25. And you know what? On the other side, a Japanese Musuki. Musuki, stop it. So, Musuki here has only three torpedoes? Really? They're stronger, though. Oh, no. She has 6 torpedoes. Right. She has 6 torpedoes. This ship has 8 torpedoes. But these ones do 5k explosive damage, while... Where are you? There you are. You do 6.5k per torpedo. The German torpedoes are pretty much the same as I used over here on the Asashio, pardon me. However, the German torpedo will run longer. Okay. And the German, of course, 2, 3, 4 has 6 torpedoes, but can only fire 5 in one direction. So my new destroyer is by far the heaviest when it comes to torpedo armaments. In terms of firepower, yeah, 37 rounds on the German ship. 4.3 rounds. This is more historically accurate rounds on... No, I did not set them. I take it back. I thought I had that set up. Okay, interesting. This ship has some really bad guns. If you compare it to these, who fire almost 100 rounds a minute, pretty nice. In terms of length, the new one, 111 by 13. So she is by far the biggest, not by far, but she is the biggest destroyer in the fleet right now. Also, I think, yeah, 48,000, 4,700. She's also very expensive. But, let's take a bit of a distance. Please, okay, thank you. Now let's say over there, let's say 2,500 meters. We're gonna spawn in a plunderer. Plunderer is engaged, ladies and gentlemen. First torpedoes away, second torpedoes away. The German fires her torpedoes already. German lost one of her torpedoes though. Ooh. As she is taking some heavy fire there, her front turret is destroyed. Heavy firepower, not heavy survivability, I'm afraid. That's not good. I'm inside that ship. And I didn't add a bridge yet. Let's hope the other two destroyers. Alright, another torpedo launched. There comes another group of torpedoes. I mean... Ooh, there goes yet another turret. And that is, well, not quite the last of my turrets, but... There, start shooting again. The engine, still operational. Well, so much for my turrets. AI is still active. Okay, yeah, still strong. Enemy ship is down to 90%. That's sad. A plunderer is what, 100? Yeah, in terms of costs, these three destroyers are more or less equal to the plunderer here. Oh, that's bad. But we need to upgrade some of the ships, some of the older destroyers. They are really outdated. That's sad though. I do hope I saved my Japanese ship. I did. Fire control computer. And a ship's wheel. Always a good thing to, you know, do weird shit manually. Now this ship, what I need to do with this ship is look at the design of the guns and see if we can fit in some sort of protection, at least to the front side of the gun. I think should be doable somewhat. Somewhat. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Let's do the texture still. Camo. Camo 6? Camo 6. Nice. There we have it. Our most modern destroyer. A glass cannon. But at least she'll be able to do some damage. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, back to the studio. See you around, and take care.